All right, well, welcome back, everyone. Again, this is Kevin Friedel with Bright Star Productions in Houston, Texas. We just got finished talking about setting up your MPC or M series system so that your screens, your different layouts, actually fill in the screen space. So we're going to expand upon that just a little bit. First of all, under Program, there's a couple little things that I like to do differently. First of all, I like to do 10 across, and then it doesn't really matter how high, but I like 10 columns so that it's always the same. And no matter where I am, whether I'm in Program or Fixture Center or wherever, I always do it that way. And the reason why that is because, for instance, if I were to record, let's say I had a series of fixtures here and I were to record onto number 13 here. Well, visually, this is the way I want it to look. But if I had this window and I have 20 across, well, now visually it's in a different space. And to me, that becomes confusing, slows me down, and that is the last thing you want when you're programming a show. You want it to be as intuitive as possible. So make a decision if you want it to be 10 columns across, 15 columns, whatever. Um, Another thing that I like to do is to make sure that I can see what fixtures I have chosen and in what order. So I will go into Unlock, and then I will make room. I leave my programmer all the way to the side, and then I come in and I add a window. Under the MPC, the blue ball, hit add a window, and I go under fixtures, and then I will choose selected fixtures. And let's just put it down here. I'll just go right to the top. Now the benefit of this is sometimes you'll be doing selection order and that sort of thing, and you want to make sure that it is in the fixture order that you want. Once you select a group, you'll be able to see that. However, as you're selecting, it doesn't necessarily show up in the order in which you selected it. So once again, I've got that my selected fixtures in. I'm going to record, and I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to lock it. So what you'll notice here, of course, is that this is a blank show, and I've only done the screen at this point. We need to have something fixtures in the screen or in the show. So the way we do that, there's a couple of different ways. You can go MPC and you can go directly to the patch by clicking here, or you can go to Menu, Show, and if you look, let's see, Info, you can go to Edit Patch, Edit, and this is the patch window. Pretty self-explanatory. You simply go into Patch and then you say right down here under Tasks, choose Type. Or you can go here and do some of the auto features in MPC or M series. Let's start with that. We'll do new fixture under commands, and the fixture window opens up. This is your standard library. And first thing I'm going to do is just put in some desk channels or just dimmer channels. Now you can choose going under generic, go to channel, or if you know what they are going to be, you can go generic conventionals and save yourself some time in naming them as par. Let's say you're using par 64s, and I'm going to auto patch, and we're going to do a 60K rig. So I can go plus plus with plus, or I can double click the number and hit 60, click away, and then we are going to then choose a starting ID.
In this case, we're going to go 1 to 1, but you can come in and say, okay, well, my first conventional for pars is going to be on channel 25, and you can just do that. But we're not. We're going to keep it at 1 and just leave auto there. And this is where you can choose your universe. If you don't, if you leave it on auto, it's just going to fill it up. Whatever, if you have 30 channels available here, it will go to the next universe. So we're going to stay on universe 1, so leave auto on, address 1, and the footprint. So if you want to leave a gap between fixtures, you can certainly do that. And then we're going to hit apply patch, and that's going to add 60 pars to our patch. And there we have it. Now you can go in and you can name these, like if you want to name a range, let's say that this is going to be 30-30. So we've got 30. I'm going to name this set as upstage pars. And let's just do upstage par, and then it's going to auto number them for you, 1 through 30. And then we're going to go ahead and come down here. We'll do downstage par, ds par, and there they are. They've been named. So if you wanted to test it, you would hit highlight. You could touch the fixture ID with the highlight selected here just to make sure that it is working, or if you want to find a fixture. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a couple little LED lights. Now, I'm going to go under choose type this time. Instead of under commands, we'll go to choose type, and it will go to patch types as a default. Well, we don't want any more of those, so we're going to go back to the standard library, and let's go with a fixture that Brightstar has in their inventory, which is let's do a Chauvet. I'm just going to click it again so I can get to the C's. Chauvet, and we are going to do the Colorado Solo 1. So A, and there's Colorado Solo 1. We're going to go in 9-channel mode, which is SSP. We're going to use this fixture type. Then we're going to use the command line. And the way the command line works is you open up right down here, there's a couple icons. This is for your keyboard, and this is for your command line. So first things first, it's going to say auto fixture number. Well, we don't want that. We want to designate what our fixture number will be. And we're going to start our Colorados at fixture number 101 through, let's add 20 of them, 120. So now we've said, okay, our first one's 101 and our last one is 120. And then we use the symbol at. Now you could choose to let it address for you, but we're going to do it manually, 001, then the /. You'll see here, Auto DMX Universe. And because we are going to, just for fun, we're going to go to Universe 2. And then hit Enter. And then you will see that it now populates 20 Colorados on Universe 2, starting with address 1. And then it does the patch for you, does the addressing for you. So if you decide, oh no, well, I made a mistake there, and I really want these on Universe 1, but I can't start at 1, I have to start at 61. You can select that, drag, release. Oops, excuse me. You got to make sure you don't go past release. And right down here, don't worry about this yet. It selects all those fixtures, and we're going to change that to 61 on Universe 1.
enter. Bam, there it is. We're on universe 1, fixture 1, first first address of 61. You can name these or not, it's up to you. Um, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some movers, a couple little ones here. So let's do another product that's in BrightStar's inventory. We're going to go to Roby, and Roby, where'd you go? Roby, and we're going to go to the BMFL Robin. So you got to make sure that it's under Robin, BMFL, and we have the BMFL spot, and we're going to use mode 2. Select that. We're going to have 8 of them in our grid, starting with 201 through 208 at, leave it to auto's first address, and these will definitely be on universe 2 / enter. And these are going to be on the upstage US BMFL. And then we're going to put some 700s on the deck. Again, another BrightStar fixture, choose, and then standard library. We'll go to Martin, and let's see, Martin. Oop, yeah, Martin. They conveniently highlighted it orange or gold. And this is a Max 700 we want. Max 700, 250, go down. 700 profile, 16-bit extended. Use this type. We're going to have 6 of those on the deck. Oop, back up. Made a mistake there. So standard library, 16-bit extended. Use fixture type, and we're going to go 301 through 306 at, and we'll use our board as a splitter and put these on universe 3. So, but we'll let it start at 1. Universe 3. Enter. All right, US deck. $700. And there they are. So now we've got our fixtures in our patch, and it's now time to take a look at how they look inside the actual program. So again, you come over here and you'll notice there's nothing there. That's because we have not created any groups. And so the easiest way to do is, the way I always start is I do go to the auto groups, I hit par, that selects all the pars in order, go to groups, and then using my command line, hit record 1, and then we're going to name that. When you first do it, if you don't click away again, you can just go ahead and name it, and you can call it all par. And so then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go back to auto, we're going to deselect that, we're going to go Colorados, go to groups, record there, all solo. And we'll do that again for each one of these, and then go back to groups, record, all BMFL, and then one more time for the 700s, auto record, all 700. And so now we have all of our groups here and all of our fixtures, and you'll see the benefit of using the fixture, the selected fixtures window, because now you can see exactly what's in there,
and in what order. Now, because they're not, we haven't done any kind of fixture selection other than just in order as they are patched, there's nothing strange here, and nothing really to see other than what's here. So let's show you what it looks like if I were to select these out of order. And so we'll go 306 through 301, enter. And now you see that it's showing you the order in which they were selected. If you just had the programmer open, it would only show you what they were. And so we're going to record. Wouldn't typically do this, but all 700 reverse. Clear? And now you'll see that it remembered the order in which I selected those. This really comes in handy when you, for grouping, when you, for instance, you have a bunch of red pars, and you could come in and say fixture number 1 plus 7 plus, let's see, 1 plus 7, you know what, let's just do it like this, 1 plus 30 plus 7 plus 24, enter. Let's say that those are our red pars, and hit record, and then I come in here and I hit red, and I'm going to do it this way, par red. And so now I can come in and do par red. Now let's say I wanted to do a chase, and it would bounce from the outside to the inside to create a special chase without having to go in and do too much work. It's already done for you. And that's it. That's basically how you do your first groups and make your first patch.